Hey, what's up, guys? Doing a little update here. I finally got done doing a bunch more work on here and cleanup of this engine bay. I've moved the battery to the trunk, which sat right here, and I also deleted a bunch of vacuum lines that ran over the valve cover to right there. There was a bunch of hard lines and metal piping that ran right there. And as you see, I got the cover plate that goes to the catch can. So the modifications on this car now is the catch can. It's got an intake, aftermarket intercooler, blitz blow-off valve, exhaust, and a boost controller. And I have it set to 16 psi, and I'm not hitting fuel cut or anything like that with it. And one for through there. And I made sure everything was running good with that boost controller before I went and did the catch can and the blow-off valve and stuff like that, just so I don't have any vacuum leaks. I'll show you where the battery sits now that I relocated it. I used the stock battery tray, just bolted it down, mounted it in the trunk. I have to put all the shit back in here. I'm going to keep the spare tire out though. And then I ran the wires down through there. I also have, to finish the modifications, a Hitachi HT074A turbo, RX-8 injectors, and a larger fuel pump. I also have a fully programmable aftermarket ECU coming, and along with the Monster Sport catless downpipe and the exhaust manifold. So once those all get here, I'll slap them on and go get this car custom tuned, and we should be able to rip pretty well then. A couple more visual mods I'm doing too. I got Castrol green racing stripes, and I'm putting big Castrol racing decals on the door, along with custom decals with my name that says Suzuki. I'm going to be doing this blue grading into the bumper in the middle, left and right there. It's also going to go in the fenders right there. And I haven't decided if I'm going to put it in the rear right there because the exhaust exits are right there. So it's going to be a hard fit. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I was going to do red because I had that shit left over, but nah, I don't want to do any red on this car. So I guess we'll fire it up. See if I got any vacuum leaks, if my battery's incorrect. Another thing, I found a cool little Initial D old school keychain online that I scooped up with the cappuccino, which that was actually my car factory color too, so that was kind of cool. Alright, fire it up. Oh, I still got to get the dash cover because when it was in Japan it had a boost gauge mounted right there and fucked the dash up. Still got to get my aftermarket seats yet. Alright, here we go. Well, that's a good sign. We have power. My boost gauge powered on, my speedometer powered on, CD player, everything looks good. I still got to install an aftermarket temperature gauge too. I'm going to be plumbing it into the coolant hoses. Hey, that's a good sign. It's a real good sign. Lights work. Cool, cool. This engine's so pitiful. You turn on your lights, the alternator kicks on. It's got to up the idle that much to maintain power. Alright, we'll let it warm up for a second here and give her a few revs and see what that blow-off valve sounds like. So, get back to you in a minute here. Alright, she should be warm enough now. Let's go do a little blow-off valve sound here. It did have a blow-off valve on it before this, a GJ blow-off valve that this tuning company that built this car and put it together made. So we'll see what the sound difference sounds like here. Ooh yeah! I like it. Oh hell yeah! Though I wish it had that noise to it, you know, like the old Need for Speed games. But you know what? That still sounds pretty damn good. You know, it has the same noise as my GJ did, but it's a lot louder, this Blitz one. It's about 4 or 5 times as loud. It definitely had a psh before, but nothing that loud. Holy shit. Yeah, there's no denying there's aftermarket shit under this hood now. Okay. Alright guys, stay tuned for the next update. Hopefully it'll be with the turbo on and the ECU and injectors, and we should be making about 150 wheel horsepower, if not more at that point, and be able to keep up with everyday traffic then. Alright guys, stay safe, motor on.